All right, hello, welcome everyone to the day I feel like we've all been waiting for all season. It's our Christmas gift. We are very excited. We are here for the official launch of NowSite Nav. Hey, if you're excited, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure to put Nav here in the chat. I want to see hundreds of people just throwing Nav here in the chat. I love it. Awesome. You guys are the best. Way to go. Look, I don't want to hold back any longer. We're going to get to see it live here today. And I'm going to start by sharing my screen right here. All right. So if you've heard a bit about Nav, it's helping people find new customers. So are you struggling to find new customers? Everybody just nod your head yes, right? Of course we are. Everybody is. But maybe you're tired of that sales training that doesn't work. We hear the same things like over and over again, right? We hear things like ask your prospect, do you keep your options open? Or treat every no as a not yet. Or maybe something like, how many of you have heard this one? This one's one of my favorites. Write a list of 100 people you know. That ought to do it. Write a list. Tell me which one of these you have heard. Maybe it's all three. Maybe it's that write a list of 100 people you know. There we go. Everybody's just kind of agreeing with me here, right? All of them. The result, though, what happens? The result is, well, we're not getting any results. And today, we're here to introduce you to a game-changing innovation, the first sales navigation system for network marketers. And we are here for the official launch of NowSite. It is big data driven, it is AI powered, and it makes selling easy for you. How many of you want selling to be easy or easier for you? Drop me a me here in the chat. Yes? Me? Lots of me's? Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on over to none other than Adrian Chenal. Adrian, over to you.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited. This is like the first day of school. I don't know what it is. It's Christmas morning, the first day of school, and I don't even know what else. All wrapped in one. I'm so excited to share this with you. This is the moment, man. This is what we have all been working towards, what we've all been waiting for, and I am honored to get to share it with you and show it off. So let's get down to it. I'm going to get into my account here. I'm going to get my screen shared, and we are going to have a ton of fun. So actually, before I do that, I just want to share a little bit more the vision of this thing and just how powerful it really is, because this is core to everything that we do, right? We are in a business that is about talking to more people. It's about having the right conversations, and it's about doing that in a way that is an easy step-by-step process to follow, so that not only do you always know the right thing to do, but that you can build a team of people who are also going to know the right thing to do. And one of the most profound, simple truths that I have learned in the world of network marketing is that the confused mind does nothing. And so if we have a system that you can follow step by step by step by step through that process of taking someone from maybe you don't know them at all, maybe you've known them for years, but you've never talked to them about your business, whatever that may be, and moving them through this process to become your customer, to become a raving fan, maybe eventually to become a business builder with you, that is the magic. And that is the vision of what we're doing today. And what I'm going to show you today is going to amaze you. I'm so excited for you to see it. And man alive, is it just the beginning of all of what is to come? Because this is like a new reality that we're entering into today. That's what I'm so excited about. So I'm excited for you to see it. I'm excited for you also to catch the vision of not only all of the amazing things it can do today, but all of the amazing things that this is going to open up for us as we continue down the path. And for any of you who have been around NowSite for a little while, give me my favorite number in the chat if you agree. NowSite only ever gets better and better and better and better, and it does it at a astounding rate of speed. So that's what this is all about. It's super exciting. So let's get down to it. I'm done talking. Less talk, more action, more showing, right? Let's go. All right. So let me get it up here on the screen. All right. So for those of you who maybe haven't been around for the last couple of weeks and haven't seen it just yet, we have done some major upgrades, and I got to move a couple things around so I'm not having my screen blocked over here. We have done some huge upgrades to the way that our business profiles work over the last couple of weeks that allow you to have some really interesting and powerful features when you create a new business profile to see that. So I'm going to show you, I created a couple of these on my demo account in advance. I'm going to show you a couple of them first, and then later on, we're going to create one. So I just grabbed a few different examples just to show this off to you, right? So now, if you've been around with us for a little while, we have always had the ability to create this business profile. And so you could just share a couple of words and you would get this amazing business description with some keywords, some brand colors, all kinds of great stuff. But what we have done recently is we have added into that a new set of fields that are going to drive your nav system. So you've got a new customer acquisition system that takes your people step by step through that process of what does it look like to move someone from an initial exposure, maybe piquing someone's interest on social media or reaching out via a message, whatever that may be, and moving them through to becoming your customer. You get a target customer. You get a leading product or a main product, a hero story that might be the thing that you lead with about your company and its offering. So you get all of this goodness, and you might know this stuff backwards and forwards. Maybe you have specific things that you want to lead with. You can come in here and edit this anytime. But for most of you, you go, I don't really know, or I want to see what AI does for me. And AI will come up with all of this for you. You don't have to do a thing. It generates automatically. And if you ever want to just see what it might do if you regenerate, you can regenerate it anytime you want. So you've got all of this capability available to you, right? So we got one for Shackley. We got one for Legal Shield, talking about, focusing on people who are, in a certain age set where maybe they are a small business owner where they have certain needs, right? So you've got all of these different systems available to you. So I created a few of these. Like I said, we'll create another one later on in the process. And so once I do that, now I'm able to go into my contacts and start converting my contacts into leads for my business. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go into my contacts, and I created some kind of dummy contacts here on my account, right? And so Barbara, for example, I have Barbara plugged into my Shackley profile. And so what I did is I came in here, and all I did is I selected which business profile I want for Shackley, what I want for her, and I chose Shackley. And then I turned on Nav. And as soon as I turn on Nav, what happens is it creates a step-by-step sales plan that I can follow for Barbara. So it's letting me know that I created this yesterday. So I'm already a little late. That's okay. So I created this yesterday, and it's saying, hey, go ahead and reach out to her and connect with her on social media as the initial step in that process. So I've got that ability to be able to walk through that step with her. And so then I'm going to start interacting with Nav. So if you haven't noticed this already, if you haven't been spying on the profile here, up here in the top left, this is a brand new button. This is your Nav chat. And as you can see, we put this above the home button on the home screen. That is your sign that this is a very, very important part of what we do here. And it is going to, it's going to touch every single thing that we do as a company. It's going to touch every single part of what you do in your business. So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to select Shackley, and I'm going to click on Get Started. So it's going to always, whether I have a contact in here or not, it's going to always prompt me to go ahead and activate Nav on one of my leads. So that just makes sure you always know, if you haven't done that already, that's your first step, right? So what should I do today? So I'm going to ask Nav what it is that I should do today. And this is in relation to my Shackley business. So I may have multiple businesses, right? In my example today, I actually have multiple businesses that I'm going to do, right? So here are some suggestions, right? You can connect. I have a couple of people here, right? So I can go and connect with Karen Jones on social media. I can also review some of my recent activities and I can explore new leads. So it's actually encouraging me, right? I still have some additional leads that I can add to my account. Okay. So now I'm going to say, okay, great. Tell me about what, oops, gotta learn how to type here. I should do with Karen. So it's going to help me to understand step by step what to do. And I'm going to come over here. I'm actually going to show you Karen in my app as well, right? So my step with Karen is to connect with her on social media. Sorry, I just hit the wrong button here. So I'm going to come back home. So my step with her is to connect on social media. And then I also want to talk to Nav about Barbara. So, okay. And so what about with Barbara? So I'm going to ask about Barbara as well. So it's going to walk me through the steps of what I should be taking action on a daily basis. And so I'm going to talk about Barbara here. My job is to connect with her. And so I'm going to come back over here to her account. And I've got my step here to connect with her on social media. And so now I'm going to say, I just had an awesome conversation with Barbara. She is really interested. Let me fix my spelling here. So I'm going to let Nav know that I went ahead and I took the advice. I took the step. I did the next right thing. Okay. So I'm going to feed that back to Nav. And every time that I'm doing that, Nav is going to help me to navigate through the next step in the process. And that's what's so cool about this is it's going to follow me every step of the way through what I need to do to be making more sales every day. That's great to hear about Barbara's interest. The next step in her sales plan is scheduled for December 24th, which involves a personalized consultation. This will focus on discussing Barbara's wellness goals and introducing Shackley's Life Shape. Make sure you're prepared to address any specific questions she might have. If you need any further assistance in preparing for this, feel free to reach out. Great. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to refresh this, right? So I'm going to refresh my sales plan for Barbara and show you what that looks like. So look, now I've completed that step, and now it's got me lined up for my next step, which is my personalized consultation. So maybe I want to go ahead, I want to get ahead a little bit here, and I want to prepare for that. So I'm going to ask Nav, what are some key benefits I should focus on in the... Every time somebody hits the waiting room, it freezes my typing. All right, so let me fix my typing again here. Some key. There we go. So I can ask it for some advice. I also, one of the other things, and I'm so excited about this, right? Because I'm excited for the ways that you all are going to get to play with this and to just see all the different ways that it goes, right? So here's some of the things that I might be able to focus on, right? Nutritional balance, weight management, convenience, personalization. All right, so let's say Barbara is a really busy executive. And so I think all of my presentation should focus on the convenience factor. So I'm going to feed some additional information that I have picked up in my conversation with Barbara back to Nav, and it is going to build that into the way that I am going to interact with her in the future, right? So for a busy executive, highlighting the convenience of Shackley Life Shake's a smart approach. You can emphasize how quick and easy it is to prepare, how easy it is to take it with you in a briefcase or a bag, and how much it saves time. So all of this is going to feed in. And as I complete future steps in my sales plan with Barbara, that is going to continue to feed in. So this is why this is such a powerful tool, because every day it's going to show me exactly who I need to be reaching out to. It's going to prompt me to do that. And it's going to tailor each of those conversations and interactions to be the best possible version to maximize my results. So I wanted to show you Barbara. Let's play with a couple of other examples. I just want to give you kind of a sense for all the different ways that this can work to help you see and get inspired by this before you get to start experiencing it yourself. So let me pop into here. We're going to focus on Karen next. So Karen, I tied into my Legal Shield account. And so here's Karen, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop up my Legal Shield nav. So I'm going to switch my nav session. I'm going to click the drop down here and I'm going to switch it over to Legal Shield. Okay. And so let's say for this case, for my prospect, Karen, I know her pretty well. I think a phone call is better than. So I want to switch up the way I want to do this, right? That context wasn't there at the very beginning. And so Nav said email might be best. But in this case, I want to actually switch up my plan and I want to make it a phone call instead. So I'm going to tell Nav that I want to do that, and it's going to help me to adjust my planning accordingly. Take a sip of water here. Just so excited, Cheryl. So cool, right? What do you like best of what you see so far? Show me, give me a shout out in the chat. This is so fun. I love seeing all of it coming in through here. Awesome. So I've updated the sales plan for Karen Martin. Instead of sending an email, you should make an introductory phone call today. Afterward, engage with her using educational content. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to refresh my my sales plan view for Karen, and now it's adjusted it to incorporate the fact that I want to focus on using the phone as my way to do that. So cool. Now I need to make my introductory phone call. So, oops, what did I just do? There we go. Okay, so I talked to Karen. Bad news. She really didn't like it. I'm shocked, but that's okay. How do I stay in touch still? Okay, so right, not everything's going to go perfectly. Sometimes we're going to have it happen where somebody comes in here and and they're not initially interested, and so I can give whatever feedback comes to me to my nav, and it's going to help me to know what the right thing is to do and what the best step is to continue to move that conversation forward. And so let's see what nav has to help me with on this situation with Karen. I've updated Karen's email. Send her an email tomorrow with more relaxed insights into Legal Shield services. That's cool. That allows her to engage at her own pace. You could share a customer success story or offer a personal consultation later on. So that's perfect, right? So it's like, it's not just gonna like roll over and say, okay, well, just because that call didn't go well once, we should just give up on that conversation. But instead, it's helping me to move this in a direction that is highlighting other people's successes, that maybe helps her to better see how this tool or solution could help her. So each of these things is a really powerful way where no matter what twists and turns, right? We talked about this. This is why we named the tool Nav in the first place, right? Is that sometimes I'm driving down the highway and all of a sudden there's an accident. And what do I need to do, right? Do I sit in traffic for the next 5 hours? Or maybe there's a frontage road over there, or there's a different route over there. And if I just would take the right turn and navigate around that issue, that I can get back on track. That's what Nav is going to do for me every step of the way. So now I want to show you how easy it is. I kind of had all these ones set up and I wanted to show you that part first, but I want to show you how easy it is to enable Nav for a contact. So we're actually going to go from the very beginning. We're going to start off by creating a new business profile, and then we're going to attach a contact to that. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll use Super Patch for our example today. So I'm going to use Super Patch Company, which is another network marketing company, if you haven't heard of that. And you can see I got super creative. I'm really proud of myself. When I created this, all I did was I typed Super Patch right here, and I typed Super Patch again. And so it understands what Super Patch is all about. It understands the wellness routine, the wellness aspect, the cutting edge research. And so it talks about their leading product. It talks about the steps to create awareness and move them through that process and do that. Now, I went ahead and regenerated it because I wanted a little bit longer customer acquisition system. I noticed it was a little short. And so I'm going to save that. And I just want you to notice this, right? That when I save a profile, it's going to flow through those changes to my sales plans. And so just make sure if you're changing your sales plan, you'll see this pop up. It's nothing to be scared of, but just notice that that's going to then allow Nav to understand what's happening with your sales plan and update your contacts accordingly. So now I've got my super patch system set up here, and I'm going to come back over here to my contacts. And I've got this guy up here at the top. I added him recently. And so we're gonna go in here to Justin, and I'm gonna add Justin as a prospect for my new super patch business. So I'm gonna add super patch here. And then all I need to do is I'm gonna click that little nav button to enable nav for Justin. So 512 in the room. Let's go. That's awesome. I glanced over at the perfect time. So I click nav, I enable that for Justin, and it's going to generate that sales plan for me. Super, super cool. All right, here we go. So reach out to Justin via LinkedIn, congratulating him on his success with NowSite and introducing Super Patch as a solution that complements his wellness interests. Like, what? How cool is that? So how does it even know that, right? So with Justin, I went ahead and I enhanced his contact, and he has an interest in health. It obviously knows that he is the founder and CEO of NowSite. It knows about all of his business skills, and it incorporated that automatically for me into that sales plan, right? So the more that your nav knows about your contacts, the better it is, right? And you can use that enhancement to do that, but you also can just tell it, right? So I can say, hey, Nav, this is my best friend from growing up. And I want to make sure that no matter what, I think they're going to love this product. But, I worry that I don't ever want them to feel like I'm just, suddenly turning into this person who's just pitching them. I want to make sure that they feel how much I love them. And that's the importance of that. And Nav will update everything that it does to help you to incorporate that into your sales plans for that person. So every person is different, right? Every lead is going to be different in the way you interact with it. Every business is different. And so the tactics and the ways that we go about sharing it are going to be a little bit different for every single business. And then every salesperson is different, right? The way I go about doing it is going to be different than the way Cheryl's going to do it, different than the way Jackie's going to do it, different than the way Paul's going to do it, different than the way Pete's going to do it. And so every one of us is going to have a different approach. And your nav is the intersection, not the introduction of nav is the intersection of those three things. So I could go on all day, Cheryl. I think I'm going to stop there for now. We can do a little Q&A at the end if we want to. But man, I'm so grateful and so excited to get to be the person to show this off to you all today for the very first time. So awesome. Super grateful. And did I lose you, Cheryl? I'm coming back to you unless we lost you for a second. Did we? Cheryl said, that was such a mic drop, I'm hanging up. That is funny. I actually wonder if she lost power for a second. Oh, she's back. There she is. Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, how are you? Awesome. Sorry about that. But I think I'm just trying to unmute Justin. I know you wanted to say a few words before we continued on. There we go.
Yes.
Hi.
There he is.
Good job. What a demo. Chills. I got chills. Can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear. Thank you. So exciting.
All right. So we've gone from like, I don't know, like a horse and buggy. We skipped the car and we've just gone straight to the airplane. It's like this is like a year of solid effort. Doing things that I mean it's a little bit hard the first time you see it to kind of take in what's happening here, right? Because it's like there's a lot going on, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. But like what is happening under the hood is you will not find this technology anywhere else. Like truly, like this is I mean, there is a AI, which is like the kind of like your lead strategic partner AI. And this AI has a team of other AIs that it manages for you, right? So we've introduced a few team members today. Not all the team members are active yet, but we've introduced like, the planning one who kind of like looks at the sales plan, looks at all the data, sets the strategy. We've introduced the calendar managing, like the notification managing AI. We've introduced the messaging AI. We've introduced the lead analysis AI. So we've introduced a few of a team. Like there's going to be 20 or 30 separate AIs that are going to be running behind the scenes to once you've got kind of like the full nav, like it's just mind-blowing. Like what you just saw is you saw Adrian in a chat, okay, talking to an AI that was managing multiple leads, multiple businesses at the same time, wasn't getting confused about, the difference between Sue and Mary and Justin, right? You're in one chat, that AI is helping you manage multiple leads. It's also suggesting the best next step. It's helping you actually write those messages, and it's updating the calendar. Like, have you ever seen a chat that updates a calendar? If you have, I got a prize for you. I've not seen that. Like this is the craziest stuff. Like 20 years I've been doing technology companies pretty well. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like I've never been part of a more advanced, more interesting, more like true, like this is like revolutionary stuff. Like I'm never at a loss for words, right? You guys all know that. And this is really crazy. I don't want to like it's the beginning also, right? So oh, when is this launching? Now, obviously. Okay, so look, what do we mean? What do we mean? You're all going to get access to this, and we're rolling it out to 100,000 people as fast as our systems will allow. So you will not see it yet. Okay? Do not expect to see it right now. You will see it as quickly as we can roll it out to 100,000 users. Okay? I anticipate that will happen in the next 24 hours. It may take, I don't know, it may take a couple minutes or a couple hours longer, but everyone's getting it. My advice is play with it. Like experiment, have fun. It's not going to do everything in your head. It will eventually. Eventually, it's going to do everything in your head and more. Okay? It's not going to do everything that's in your head. Not today. But it's going to do some mind-blowingly cool stuff. Like stuff that has never been done before in the world of like, well, anywhere in any world, but especially in, online marketing, sales and marketing, network marketing. Like this is new territory. So you're gonna love it. Keep a sense of humor about it. Okay, you might like you're like you're gonna encounter some stuff, right? Because you're gonna ask it things that we haven't even thought of, right? And that's great. Like I want you guys to experiment and see what it can do and take it out for a spin, right? And no, this is the most cutting edge stuff. You will not find more cutting edge AI enablement anywhere in the world than like this tool it is so awesome. And you are going to encounter maybe a couple issues, right? As we test the limits of this thing. So it's fine. It's fine. Smile, breathe. It's good, right? Tell us about it. Like, please tell us. Tell us, what you did that was cool. Tell us what you did that pushed beyond the current capabilities. Like, I'm hoping that you guys are going to find things that we didn't even know we've built, and you're going to find things that we need to build for sure. So, anyway, I encourage all of you to just, be patient, stay calm. It's going to be amazing. Really, it's going to be really amazing. And keep us posted on what you love, what can be better, what's working amazing, what's not. And we have like this is one of these times, and I used this analogy before, so forgive me for those of you who've heard it, but skyscraper, you ever walk by a construction site for a skyscraper? And my experience is that a skyscraper is a hole in the ground for 1, 2, 3 years. And then all of a sudden, it just shoots up into the sky. And it seems like overnight. Like, where did this building come from? Where did this 50-story building come from? And the reason for that is so much of the work goes into building the foundation. So what you see now is that foundation, right? And maybe the lobby. All right. We got the lobby. What you will see now that we have a foundation that took almost a year to build, you're going to see a skyscraper absolutely shoot into the air. And I mean, the enhancements are going to be coming like fast and furious. So I don't want to take away from what you're seeing now and what you're going to be able to use now, because there's just nothing like it. And man, get ready. It's going to be fun. We're going to have like very regular updates and enhancements to share. So anyway, we're super proud of it. We think it's going to change the game for everyone. We think it's going to be the most empowering, technology in this industry. We think it's going to help everyone be more successful. Yes, it will be on mobile soon. As an example, of course, we're already building the mobile version. Of course we are. And that's going to have capabilities that are like jaw-droppingly cool. Like, I mean, you're going to be able to you're going to, meet someone new on Facebook. You can meet someone new on LinkedIn or Instagram or anywhere. You're going to take a screenshot of their profile. You're going to upload it to the NowSite app. We're going to create a complete contact for that person. We're going to research them online. We're going to find their interests, their demographics. We're going to predict their personality. We're going to give them a score, like how good a lead they are. And we're going to create a detailed sales plan. And that's all going to happen in 10 seconds from a screenshot. Magic. So yeah, coming soon. That's all I want to say. What a day. Hope you guys all love it. But again, be just, I know we're all excited, right? You see how excited Adrian and Cheryl are. Our whole team is excited. Hope you are, but also, stay calm, stay chill. We're all going to get it. It's going to be amazing. Keep in touch with us. Lots of communication. We'd love to hear your feedback. And enjoy. Let's rock. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Justin. Lots of excitement in the chat. It was incredible to kind of watch Adrian go through it. If you thought it was incredible, drop me a one here in the chat. He was so awesome. I love to see the demo that he shared. And I really love the example with Justin, because it felt like, oh, I know that guy. That is such a good example. Like, wow, that intro was awesome. As Justin said, we're going to keep calm and nav on, I guess, right?
That's good.
Thank you. It's like we all just have to breathe it out. We're gonna get access to nav. It's going to be incredible, and we're gonna see even more features of nav come to life over the next few days, weeks, months, and on. It is incredible to be on this side of innovation tech. It was truly awesome. I'm going to share with you how you can get nav, some pricing, and a bit of a special announcement, of course. So our pricing is $100 a month for nav, where you'll get to do this for unlimited businesses, unlimited leads, Annually, you'll pay just $1,200, and that's for unlimited businesses and unlimited leads. But, well, we have a special message for you all. I want you to listen closely. This is really, really cool. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. Just like I needed Rudolph to guide my sleigh through a foggy night, you need NowSite Nav to light your way to more sales, no matter what surprises come your way. My gift to you this Christmas? Unlimited access to NowSite Nav for just $20 per month. But hurry, this special price vanishes like magic after Christmas Day, and on the 26th, it'll be $100 per month. Don't wait. Unwrap your gift today at nav.now.site and close more sales with NowSite Nav. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, more sales.
Really cool.
Oh, that is the best thing ever. Great job. I believe.
Really? He's awesome. Oh, I love Santa so much. This is so great. So with our special message, of course, you have access to get NowSite Nav for just $20 a month, where you can get unlimited businesses, unlimited leads. We have the annual price thrown in there, and you'll save $60 when you go annual. How do you do it? Go to nav.now.site. That's for our existing customers. Make sure that you go to nav.now.site. If you refer one new customer, you get unlimited Nav free, but you must be signed up for Nav to qualify. If you're a new customer, okay, you can get started today with your own AI that understands you and writes like you, unlimited social post conversation starters, unlimited access to Eric AI for just $29 a month. You can even use code AI to get it free for 7 days. Make sure that you get back to the person that invited you here, and there will be discounted Nav pricing. You guys heard it, until Christmas. We got to hear from Santa, of course. So once again, if you're excited, if you haven't gotten Nav yet, oh my goodness, this is your last chance. Go grab it at nav.now.site. What an awesome, incredible day. What an amazing thing that we got to see here from Adrian, and we got to hear from Justin. I'm glad that you're all here to be a part of it. We get to do it together. Once again, if you haven't gotten Nav, go to nav.now.site. Justin, any last words to add here?
No, keep calm and nav on. It's amazing.
Awesome. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.